Hello and welcome to Loquitur Gaming. This is episode 2 of the Tainted Grail Fall of Avalon campaign. Just a quick recap. In the first chapter, which completed in episode 1, we had to get the Minhir Rites secret card and then light a Minhir, and we lit the one in Whitening there. We've got one, you might be able to see it a little better. We've got one day left on this Minhir, and this one is just lit, so it started at 9-1 per player, so it's at 8. Also in between, I played chapter 1 yesterday, and last night I was able to finish painting the numbers on the Grail sides of the dials. So I've got the Grail side with the numbers and the Skull side with the numbers. I still got to put some protective coating on them, but those are coming along nicely. And one other thing to do is we had a free combat upgrade as a reward from the end of chapter 1. So, oops, this is my deck, not my advancement pool. This is my advancement pool. Let me just pile shuffle it real quick. So when you advance your deck, you draw 3 cards, and then you get to pick one. So I will draw the 3 free cards from that, and then we'll pick one. I haven't looked through these too much. I probably should, because I took that spirituality to help me in the last episode, in the first chapter, to get through this Charred Conclave encounters, exploration encounters. But I'm not sure how much spirituality is actually going to help with my current deck or even with my advancement pool. Okay, so let's draw 3 from the advancement pool and take a look at them. So we've got Gather Strength. It hooks up to Aggression and Courage, which is good. It's got a 2x at the bottom, which is always nice. And it's got a bonus key on Aggression. And then there's a time dial. You lose 1 cube from the encounter, but you get to draw 2 cards. Okay. First one's not too bad. Find Weakness. Ooh. Find Weakness here. It's got a 3x at the bottom, but the only issue is it only hooks up with double practicality, and we don't have that. Or magic. However, you could use it on the turn before. Draw the bonus card from the free key. Oh, but the bonus is magic. Nah, I don't think so on this one. This would be a good free one if you had the double practicality. And unfortunately, this one also has double practicality and 3x. 2 draws on it also. Hooking up on practicality and the free key. So it looks like double practicality might be something we want to think about if our advancement pool is going to have a lot of double practicality in it, and there's no reason not to look. There's a double courage. There's another double practicality with a double courage. So there was one more. So it looks like you just got unlucky and drew 2 out of the 3 double practicalities that were in the deck. There's quite a few double courages though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wow, there's a lot of double courages in here. So it seems like I'm going to take Greater Strength just because I have the stuff that I can key off of it right now. With that bonus, and then that sets up a 2x. It's not too bad. So I'll put the advancement pool. I've got the blue advancement pool card to put on top of it. Got setting that over here with the diplomacy advancement pool as well. So now we can also look to see if we want to take a card out. Powerful blow is good. It's just the energy. Hold guard seems good. Defend seems good. Risky attack has been nice. Crippling strike, gain 2 charges. Pay 1 charge to lose 1 less and draw a card. That looks good. Reposition. If you escape from combat, ignore the opportunity attack. I mean, this isn't great on the left-hand side. Final blow is actually really good. Throw, grapple, powerful blow, or risky attack. Powerful blow does so much damage, but the energy is like so valuable. It's not like I lose this card forever, because I can always modify my deck. Ignore pain is just going to let me draw a card. I think maybe I'll lose 1. No, I think I'll lose hold guard because its bonus key only keys off of magic, even though it has a 2x. So does this. This doesn't key off practicality. This one doesn't key off practicality. Yeah, so for now, at least this is my understanding of how this works, that you, because there's a step in the end of day to modify your decks, which you can do after you spend experience points. So you could buy another card and modify the deck. All right, so we go to the setup for Chapter 2. Prepare the event deck. Find all parts of Chapter 2 and stack them from 3 on the bottom to 1 on the top. So I've got those here. Chapter 2, 3, 2, and 1 with 1 on the top. And then we'll flip this card over. Create the encounter decks for this chapter. So for 1 to 2 players, I've got all the first and second level difficulty cards now in the encounter decks. And then we're going to have a guardian for 2 to 4 players. Okay, so we're not going to do that because we're only playing solo. So we're not going to bring out a weird bear. Now ready to start chapter 2. Discard this card, reveal the top card of the event deck. So we'll put this one just on the back. Flip chapter 1 back over. Chapter 2. Okay. Put those in there and we'll get chapter 2, part 1. Place this card on top of the active quest pile. The island opens up before you with its countless traits and possibilities. As you walk on, you realize it's been a long time since you wandered this far from home. What should you do now? Place 1 random event on top of the event deck. Okay. So we'll take the random event. I guess I could have the event deck where it's on camera. Right now it's not really blocking anything. If I start getting some skills, I'll have to rearrange how the table is set out. Put a random event on top. Throw those right there for now. Quest. Complete 1 of the following. Investigate the fate of the first expedition, finding its trail in the west. Reach Camelot in the east and obtain help from its ruler. Or explore the island and find a different way to progress in the story. That seems a little nebulous. Investigate the fate of the first expedition, finding its trail in the west. Okay. So that's our quest. So we're already a little east. Maybe we just keep going to Camelot. Where's my map? So this here, this like round thing here, looks like the art that's on the first Farmhold card. And that's like kind of south. So this is Camelot right here, it says. And there's a Menhir there. If this is whitening, maybe this is like part of the what they say the inaccuracies are, because this is not I do see a little settlement there, but I don't see a Menhir there on the card. So the first expedition must have gone over here somewhere, but I think it says this is about to go out. And I guess I could go over here and light this Menhir, but I've got this one for 8 days already. I think we'll go. Geez, I wonder though, if because we're not the best at diplomacy. It said reach Camelot in the east and obtain help from its ruler. Since we're not the best at diplomacy, I wonder if we should just... I mean, I don't know for sure that we'll have to do diplomacy when we get there. Yeah, we're already this direction. Let's go that way. We'll go to Camelot. All right. One other quick note that I just remembered. I did put out the connecting locations that are lit up from this Menhir here in Whitening. All right. I think that card said, yeah. Place one random event. And then I guess we just go. Start of the day. Remove the expired Menhirs. None of them are expired. Reduce all time in Menhir dials. Okay, so now this dial, since it's at 1, is going to come out. And it'll go away. But the Menhir stays for another day, which is another reason probably not to go west. This is kind of interesting, like winning the day. I'm going to throw in a cut here real quick and check the rules. I didn't see anywhere in the rules where in between chapters, like I kind of got gypped out of an end of the day sequence to get like my energy back, because this is still exactly where I was at the end of chapter 1. So I'm gonna throw a cut in here real quick and check out the rules on this. Okay, so this is kind of an interesting rule or aspect to this game. You just keep going. So it's not even start of the day yet, because I still have 3 energy. It just ends one chapter and starts the next chapter. So yeah, I'm not gypped out of a rest or an energy, and I don't actually do the start of the day. So I'm putting the dial back in the Menhir there. So with having said that, Tangleroot up there is another 2 energy, gather food, gain 2 food, and draw a green encounter card. The first farm hold is draw a purple encounter. Because I was thinking, since I've got 2 energy, the random event deck did go away though. So I wonder if you had like bad weather or something, that might help. I went 1, 2. I can't remember what that min here needed though. Those are the kind of notes that yeah, I should be taking. I'm gonna go to Camelot. I'm still just gonna go that way. But now let's say I could use 1 energy to not become exhausted, or more if I want to become exhausted. And my health is down at 5. I think I'm going to go up and get some more food because I've only got 3 right now. I get a little nervous when I get below 3. I mean, I say that, I've only played this game once now. So, okay, I will spend energy to move to Tangle Root. And then I'm going to stop there. I do not want to take another health loss. So, end of the day. Rest, consume a food. Gain a health. Lose a terror, don't have to worry about that. Restore our energy by 4. Or to full, because we were not exhausted. Now, interestingly enough, I could spend experience here. I think I want to save up for double courage, which is going to be the 3rd point, is 6 XP. I need 3 more, so I'm going to save it. I don't need to modify my deck. I am in a location with a dream icon. We also did get that hunter's mark, so I think we're going to come back to our hometown maybe later in the game, because there was that hint that said it's beyond us right now, and we need that other secret card. So yeah, I'm pretty sure we'll probably be back down this direction later in the game. So where are we? 114. Yeah, this is a double pager, triple. Where's the dream? Oh, there's a lot on here. You dream about the roots of giant trees digging deep into the black oily soil. You dream about nutrients and pure waters sucked from under the surface of the forest. You wake up strangely invigorated. Each character who has this dream gains 1 energy. Oh, that's unfortunate, because I can't go above my health. So this is where you could get into the bonus, the green bonus areas of the energy. So that's good to know. Okay, just move that pencil. And go to start of the day. Okay, so now we will remove this dial. And reveal the next event card. It's a random event. Heavy rainfall. Each travel costs 1 additional energy. Okay, well, we've already traveled to Tangle Root, which is good. So there's no guardians to move. I've got my active item and a secret card. So let's go to our actions. I'm going to do the action on this space. It cost me 2 energy to gain 2 food. And then we'll draw a green encounter. But I want to take a look real quick, and I actually haven't looked at the back of this, and sometimes the back has some nice looking art also. So this is Tangle Root, 2 energy, gather food, gain 2 food. For many years, travelers worked to turn this overgrown gorge into a trail. Despite their efforts, it's still a confusing maze. Oh, great. I bet exploring here it can get interesting. Yeah, this art is kind of amazing. Looks really nice. But we also need to we need to draw a green encounter. And I'm just going to shuffle it this first time here. I don't think you're supposed to shuffle it in between chapters after you build the decks. Or, yeah, because when you discard one, you put it on the back. Then if you shuffled, it could just come to the front. So that's shuffled. And I'm just going to give the other ones some real quick one-throughs also, so I don't have to try to remember which ones have and have not been shuffled. That blue diplomacy encounter really hosed me with my whitening exploration, because it cost me that reputation. I mean, I know I don't want to explore in whitening with Beor without having at least 2 reputation, or we'll just get right back into that loop with the double aggression where he's just going to start breaking old people's bones. All right, successfully shuffled. Well, we'll see about successfully. Green encounter card, and it is a level 2 encounter. Trapdoor Hunter. It's a spider. Double courage. It can catch young sheep as easily as young children. Yeah, it's not creepy. It's a 6. Okay. Opportunity, run away. Opportunity, run away. Run away. So if I didn't want to fight this thing, I could just run away. All right, so I threw in a cut. I wanted to double check the rules on escape and opportunity attacks and things like that. So I can escape on my activation. So I'm going to draw, I start the encounter, so I'm going to draw my cards and see what kind of draw I get. And if it doesn't look good, I will escape. It'll trigger the opportunity attack, but the opportunity attack for this particular monster is just that it runs away. So I won't get the loot of the food, but there's quite a bit of damage on this guy here. So I don't want to take a bunch of damage. So I got attack. That would be 1. That doesn't trigger. That would give me a bonus draw. Of a card. Or let's see, I could do this. Defend for my first card, because it can just hook up with the free key. And then I could attack for 3 damage. No, I couldn't, because that doesn't have a bonus key on it. And that won't hook up. Yeah, I got a draw that's not great. I wouldn't be doing any damage to it, or no cubes. I would take 2 damage. Right? If I played this as my first card, this gets nullified. I get 1 cube, but that's still 2 damage to me. And when he attacks, an extra damage, so that's not great. I could cover it up with this though and draw, which would prevent a damage. So I would take 1 damage, but then I'd have to stop unless I drew into a card that keeps me going. Feels bad, man. Yeah, as much as I mean, I don't want to take a bunch of damage in exchange for 1 food. So during my activation, I will choose to escape. opportunity triggers, it runs away. I believe is how that would go down. And then these would go back into the deck. I do have to lose a energy, however, for escaping. That's right. It's not free. Okay. So we've got one energy left, or we become exhausted. I could try to explore here. I'm just afraid because it says on there, oh, I did it again. I don't know why I have such a hard time remembering that I got to put these cards out when I move. I just get too excited about doing the stuff on the card. Because the min here is lit and I'm there, I can now see Mirror Lake and Titan's Steps. And there's a min here on Titan's Steps. So it's interesting, sort of, and I don't know if you can see it. Let me move the map down a little bit. There's no keys on the top of these, and you can't move anywhere where there's no keys. So right now, we're cut off from the north from these cards, unless they change in the future. Whoa, Mirror Lake. What? This is cool. It's a zero-cost action. Rest by the lake. Gain 1 energy and 1 health. Lose a terror once per day. As if a piece of the sky fell to earth, you wonder if she still lurks in the cold, dark depths. Lady of the Lake. So, unfortunately, because of the heavy rainfall, it would cost me 2 energy to move over there. What do I want to do with this 1 energy? I think, like I had started to say before, I'm worried that because it says that it's like a maze and people still get confused in the maze, that if I explore Entangle Route, it's going to cost me energy, like if I get lost or something. Oh, well, let's do it. It's an exploration game, right? So we'll spin the energy and we'll just pick smart choices is the goal, and we see if we can succeed. The oldest and largest forest of Avalon is split in half by a deep gorge. Roots of enormous trees burst out of its slopes and turn the trail from the south to the north of the island into a dangerous maze. Wooden planks, suspended bridges, and lanterns, tended to by the sworn brotherhood of trail keepers, make this road only slightly more manageable. As you enter, you hear human shouts and animal cries echoing deep in the gorge. Okay, that sounds marvelous. We can delve into the gorge, go to verse 2. We can visit the Trail Keeper's Lodge, go to verse 5. Pay your respects requires Arev and the Fail's legacy status, which we're not that character. Visiting the Trail Keeper's Lodge sounds benign enough. Delving into the gorge, I'm afraid it's going to cost us energy. So verse 5, you find the lodge sitting on top of one of the bluffs overlooking the gorge. You ascend a flight of stairs cut into the side of the canyon. If there's a time token on this location, the lodge is empty. Exploration ends. Okay, there's not. If you have part 2 of the Tangle Root knowledge status, we don't have any of it. Otherwise, if you have at least 1 caution or part 1 of the Tangle Root knowledge status, go to verse 9. If you don't, go to verse 1. So we do have 1 caution. So we can go to verse 9. After a moment of thought, you disappear into the thick forest. Circle around the lodge and make your way through the back entrance. The lodge keepers wait in ambush around the main door, armed and patient. You realize if you attack now, they will be completely surprised. Ambush them. Draw and resolve the Band of Highwaymen Grey encounter, difficulty 1. Each party member draws 2 extra cards in the first turn of combat. After combat, place a time token on this location. Exploration ends. Convince them they've lost their right way. Requires 2 empathy or 2 spirituality. Then you can go to a secret thing, but we don't have that. Or we could leave. Well, I mean, we're going to ambush them, right? So I'm assuming the way this goes is we just draw, and if it's not the Band of Highwaymen, we put that card on the back, discard it until we get Band of Highwaymen. Weird claimed. I'll just go like this. Band of Highwaymen, it was the second card, difficulty 1. 8! Uh-oh. Because it doesn't say to shuffle. We do get a rep and 2 wealth as loot. Okay. After the combat, we place a time token. So let's just do that now to remember. That's there. All right, and we get to draw 2 extra cards. We get 5 cards for this encounter. The opportunity attack is 1 damage, and the last card in the sequence is discarded. Okay, let's draw something major here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a third of our deck. We should be able to do something. Crippling Strike looks not too bad. We'll get 2 charges. That'll help us not lose cubes. So I'm not committing to this yet. I'm just kind of looking at how things can go here. There's no bonus key on Powerful Blow. There's no bonus key on Risky Attack. But Risky Attack actually looks like a good card to start with. Then we could reposition with the bonus key. So that would get us a card. 1, 2. 1, 2. There's no bonus on there. So it'd either be done there or Final Blow. So we'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we'd have another card actually. 5 would be 1 damage, lose a cube. Oh, 6 or 7 and he runs away. So we want to save Final Blow to be the actual Final Blow. So we'd have to get a really good card because we only really drew 1 extra bonus here. But I think Risky Attack needs to be in here. If we get the Grail, that might help. Okay, so let's do this. We're going to do Risky Attack. I'll zoom in, might be able to see a little bit better. Risky Attack. We've got 1 courage, so we'll draw a card. Now let's toss a dial first on playing it. and hope we get the Grail. We did not. We got the Skull. So when the enemy attacks, if I leave that there, it'll get +2 damage. Oh, the Grail would have been nice. Okay, let's draw a card. Have another bonus key on it. Yeah, yes, gather strength. That's actually not doing a whole lot for me, is it? Two cubes. Then, actually, if I gather strength, because I have double courage, that'll set up a 2x down here. And Powerful Blow does not have a bonus key on it. If I leave Gather Strength, 2 cubes gets me 2 damage, and the 2 cubes get lost. I might almost just have to... Oh, I can't Powerful Blow. I might just have to Final Blow. This is going to be gone. So that would get me... Bonus key lines up there. That would give me 1, 2, 4. I lose 2 plus a damage. So I'm going to take 2 damage and lose 3. So I'd be down to 1. I'm almost right back at the beginning. I really don't want to take all this damage. 2 damage takes me down to 4. When I rest for the day, I'd go up to 5. I guess I could go over to Mirror Lake and then go up to 6. I'm not even like done with the combat yet. I'd have to draw an amazing card because I'm only gonna get to draw 1 card. I think this is like the only thing I could do. That would have got me 1, 2, 3 more. That would have been up to 5. The Grail would have got me up to 7. That would have been 1 away. Actually, I could play Final Blow. Then I could play Reposition. That would cover up that. So then I'm only taking 1 damage, and 1 goes away. Okay, I think we're good. So 3 more. Boy, this is pretty thinky. The mist-shaped vermlings were not this thinky. So I get... No, 4 cubes, actually. 2 for this, and this is a ×2. Oh, so he's going to run away? That's a bummer. Oh, man, I thought I had him. I needed one more bonus key. Yep, so I will put that there. I don't know if I can do that actually with that X. I know in the rules that X says it cancels. I actually don't think I can do that. I actually had a hard time understanding with this. Yeah, voids the next icon, for example. So I don't think I can do that with the bonus there because of that X. So that's going to change what I do then. Resolve the attack on the encounter card that matches the number of markers in the combat pool. I wonder what the sequence is here, because this says lose 2 cubes. I wonder if you lose the 2 cubes first. Because that would take it down to 4 and then it wouldn't run away. But then I would need to do 4 damage. I would take 2 damage. And that is X'd out. So if I put reposition on, I still don't have any bonus keys. Okay, so I'm not going to do this. I tossed the Grail. Yep. So what I'm going to do then is link up the bonus key from reposition to the free down here. And then I'm going to, still in my activation, escape. It's going to cost me an energy, but that's... So I'll spend the energy to escape during my activation. And what reposition says is that if you escape from combat, ignore the opportunity attack. So I'll ignore the damage that I would have gotten from the opportunity attack. I did go exhausted, so I have to go down to 5 as Beor. And running away, I get no reward or loot. All right, so probably could have gone differently if I'd have drawn better. But 8, that's a lot to do. And that guy was ready to pump some damage onto me. Okay, so I'm gonna stop. Yes. End of the day, consume a food, gain a health, lose a terror. Don't have to worry about that. I'm exhausted, so I would restore 4 points, go to 5. I'm not going to spend any experience. Modify your dex. I am in the spot with the dream. And that dream is the one where I get a energy. Same one we had last time. Okay, start of the day. We have an expired min here. So we'll remove that min here. Then we have to discard locations that are out of min here range. So that means 4 Dweller Mounds, Forlorn Swords, Warrior Fair, Grubwood, and Island Asylum. These are all going back on top of the deck. I'm going to move this down a little bit just to get all the stuff closer to me. Okay, now we have to tick this dial down to 7. I think this should actually be 6. It should have gone down to 7 when the other one was at 1. I probably just forgot. It started at 8. Yeah, it should be at 6 actually. Okay. And also remove time tokens. So we'll remove the time token. Reveal the next event card. And it's Chapter 2, Part 2. Many people of Canuck are no longer believe their farmhold can survive. You meet them on the trail as they run with their meager possessions. You do your best to convince them that even an inactive min here offers some protection in its vicinity, allowing isolated pockets of civilization to survive. They do not listen and choose the dangers of the trail instead. Each player gains 1 free diplomacy deck advancement. Oh. Place 6 -1 per player random events on top of the event deck, then discard this card. So before we do the advancement, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hint, do not let the weirdness surround you. Always check the nearby menhirs in advance and have a plan ready to activate them when necessary. I think we have the stuff to relight the one here in Whitening if we have to, and then there's also one over here in Titan's Steps. Yeah, over here in Titan's Steps. Okay, so we'll discard this card and do our free diplomacy advancement. See how this fares. I don't know how shuffled this is. So just one note for the series here. The first episode was kind of 2 hours. Around the 1.5 hour mark, I was kind of deciding, geez, do I think this is getting close to the end or not? Because I'm going to try to keep these between an hour, 1.5 hours per episode. And we'll see how that goes. Just so there's not, too much time in each individual episode. Three diplomacy cards. See what we get. Black Rage. So each time you would lose 1 rep, gain a terror instead. Even though it has a 3x, it hooks up double spirituality. So this card is basically garbage for us, even though it's a Beor card. So I'm wondering if this is a hint that maybe spirituality is a direction Beor. So these are all Beor specific cards. Should go in. So here we've got Booming Voice, another double spirituality. Okay. And hooks up on the magic on the left-hand side. Excuse me. And then Sinister Voice. So it connects with empathy, which we don't have, but it also connects with caution on the left-hand side. There's a bonus key on it. Oh, we lose a rep when we play it. Ah, yeah, but I think this has to be the card. Well, actually, if we don't have any rep, then we don't lose any rep. And right now we've got no rep. We probably should have a bad rep because we attacked the Villagers of Whitening. So now what do we get rid of here? Lose 1 rep, +1 for each point of your aggression. Bizarre methods, that hooks up on caution and spirituality. This just looks too good. Threatening voice. So it's similar to Sinister Voice. Maybe this is just a good replacement. Just upgrade that card. Eye for Detail. Looks pretty good. That does nothing for us, but that does something as the first card. This will hook up here. Might Maker's Right is that same card. Threatening Voice. I think I'm just going to upgrade the one of the Threatening Voices. Maybe I'll spend some time in between episodes, really looking and contemplating how this deck plays in the game and what I might see as a path for upgrading it. All of that was just the event card. So we're still kind of on our quest to go to Camelot in the east to obtain help from its ruler. And I'm hoping that that's not like a diplomacy type situation. No guardians to move. Got my items. So we are into spending our energy. So I'm kind of thinking about if I move to Mirror Lake, is that worth it just to get another health back? I'm almost thinking the first thing I want to do while I'm here in Tangleroot is just gather food again, just so that I can go on my journey. I have to light this min here. In order to continue going east. So I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to gather 2 food. Spend 2 energy. It'll get us a green encounter. So I'll take the top one. Royal Ilk. It's a level 1 encounter. It's got 6 for its encounter value. 2 food is the loot. And we've got a 2x free key on our first card play here. Man, there's got to be some other ways to heal. I guess, oh, it's gone now. Where was it? The island down here. We could have healed for 3. We got a little hosed at the end of the last chapter. Okay, 3 cards. Start this combat encounter. Just make sure I'm doing it correctly. What did we get? We got Risky Attack again, which is okay because we can cover it up with Reposition if we get the skull. Let's do this. Could be very close to just taking it out or it running away. So we're lining this up. I don't know if you like me zooming it in here. It's a little more grainy because it's the same camera zoomed in a little bit, but you can kind of see the keys better. It's not super clear, at least on the screen I'm looking at. But it's 2x here. Let's draw our card for. We play it. We got to toss a dial. Come on, Grail. Yes, we got the Grail. So the Grail gets us 2 cubes. The practicality gets us 1. The free key gets us 2. So that's already 5. We draw a card. Battle Cry. So right now, if we don't draw into another damage here, oh, we can't hook that up. Shoot, it's going to run away. There's no courage to hook up that bonus key to draw another card with Battle Cry. We don't have double practicality, and that does nothing for us anyway. And reposition does nothing for us. All right, that's a bummer. Would have been nice to get that 2 extra food. So I end my turn. We'll go to the enemy turn, the enemy attack. 5 cubes is it that it runs away. That's a bummer. We got so close. All right. So I guess we go to Titan's Steps. There's no weird weather or anything right now. So we'll spend an energy to move to Titan's Steps. Got an instant action on Titan's Steps. Oh, you know what? I didn't look at the... Oh, yeah. So this was the backside of Mirror Lake. Looks like there's something under the water there. And here's Titan's Steps. Instant thing, explore when you enter this location. This exploration is free. I'm also kind of wondering... maybe it's that guy? Yeah, there's the gorge thing where we just came from. Yeah, he's kind of this min here that's up on top of these and above the farmhold. So Camelot is probably here if the map is close. Okay, so we get a free explore. Oh, and we didn't look at the backside of that one either. It's like a little house or something. Of course, all characters in the min here right secret card pay 2 energy and 2 magic per player. Sweet, we have that. We have that. But we gotta do our free explore first before we can do the other action of investigating the min here or whatever it's called. Okay, 115. Titan's Steps. These terraces and steps, more fit for giants than men, offer breathtaking vistas of the rest of the island and plenty of opportunity for a deadly slip. They are popular with hermits who used to live in their mini caves. On one of the uppermost terraces rests a temple of the All-Mother. It's now under siege by a large group of armed men, spewing curses and erecting pyres by its sloping walls. That doesn't sound good. If there's no dial on this location card, and if you don't have the Shrine Secure status, place a dial here. Okay. Place a time token to the dial and set it to 3. Okay, so we're going to have a dial. set at 3. See that a little better. I can move the map back up a little bit. There we go. Reduce the dial at each start of the day. If the dial in this location expires, or if the location is discarded, remove this location card from the game and replace it with a location 1, 2, 5. Okay. Now choose 1. Search the Hermit Caves, go to verse 7. Visit the Besieged Temple, only if there is a dial on this location, go to verse 8. Sit on a cliff and enjoy the views, go to verse 9. Or leave. We have very limited time to do this middle one, so I think we do that. To visit the Besieged Temple, go to verse 8. An enraged crowd gathers around the temple. The Red Death afflicts most of the people. You can tell from the bleeding fissures on their skin. That's such a cheery, happy game got going here. It doesn't bother me, I'm just joking. They build oil-soaked pyres by the walls, and some have even fashioned a battering ram out of an old tree trunk. From their cries, you gather they came here for one of the Knights of the Round Table, Lord Gawain. Gawain? They say he tried to secretly flee Camelot, carrying the sacred scabbard of Excalibur that, as folk tales go, heals any wound and stops any bleeding. The sick of the island feel the scabbard should be given to them. They are furious with the knights who kept the artifact under lock and key for so long. Try to reason with the crowd. That would be verse 2. Attempt to chase them off. Gain secret card 66. If in a party, each party member gets one. Resolve the Angry Mob Gray encounter. Difficulty 4. If you win, remove the dial and all quest tokens from this location card. Go to verse 5. Reveal the Grail. Require secret card 8. Go to verse 1. So if I try to reason with the crowd, attempt to chase them off. Angry Mob difficulty 4. Remove the dial and all quest tokens from this location card. Go to verse 5. What was that one I had before? Should be on the back of the gray deck, right? Yeah, the Band of Highwaymen, difficulty 1. So it would be a 4 red pip. It's not even in my encounter deck. And that sounds like I'm not going to win. I guess we try to reason with them. Go to verse 2. If at any point there are 4 quest tokens on this location card, remove this location from the game and replace it with location 125. Roll a die and add +1 for each point of your empathy and rep. If in a party, use the highest attribute level and highest rep. Then subtract 1 from the score for each quest token on this location card. Check the total result. So I have no empathy and no rep. Okay. It's a 4. 1 through 4. People suddenly turn on you, accusing you of being a spy of Camelot. Draw and resolve the false accusation blue encounter, difficulty 3. Regardless of the result, put a quest token on this location. Exploration ends. Huh. Okay, I gotta throw in a cut to grab that. It's in the box over there because it's a difficulty 3. I'll be right back. Okay, we've got false accusation. Let's put it up here. An outsider is always a good scapegoat. So you can't really see the green squares because the green screen is playing havoc with them, but there's 4 of them. There's 1 gray, 4 green, 2 red, and there's 2 tiers here. Calm the crowd to make it go up, and then on their turn, it goes down 1, we get a damage, we gain a terror, and the last card is discarded. Proving your innocence for every caution, it would go up 1. Failure, resolve the angry mob gray encounter. Oh, we're gonna have to fight the angry mob anyway? This is terrible. Wow, this is really bad. Should have just fought him. I don't like Titan steps. We should have gone west. And wow, this hooks up double spirituality, and the free key is the red X. There is a magic key here, but I want to save my magic to light them in here. I mean, if I light them in here, shouldn't they, like, be happy with me? Okay, what did we draw? Backtrack. Wait, we gotta put 1 on there. Might makes right. Pay 1 wealth or discard an item to go up 2. Hey now. This is okay, I think. So backtrack. I think we'll start with this card. It has an immediate effect when we play it of if it's not green, it goes up 1, and we're in the gray. And that's our free connection, basically, because it's our first card. And so we'll go up 1. Then I think I want to play bribery here. It hooks up to caution for a bonus key, and it has an immediate effect of you can pay 1 wealth or discard an item to go up 2. I'll discard fishing net. This is extremely bad. It's going to get discarded. Oh, I wonder if I should just automatically fail and just go straight into the angry mob encounter and take the opportunity attack from that. Does it cost me an energy to automatically fail like it does in combat to escape? Diplomacy, escaping. Always escape. Just simply do the failure section. Yeah, so I don't have the rep to avoid it. I'm just going to automatically fail. But now I have to resolve the Angry Mob Gray encounter. I don't know if this goes to the back of the blue encounter deck. I'm going to set it off to the side and look that up at some point. So now I need the Angry Mob. Ooh, gotta reach. And the Angry Mob has a miniature, but I don't have it anywhere close because Angry Mob is actually a guardian. I wonder, is this going to create these guys as a guardian out on the map? It says resolve the Angry Mob Gray encounter, but it's a guardian encounter. Oh, this is all terrible. I gotta throw in another cut and look this up. I want to make sure I'm doing this right. Find anything very easily about this? This seems like super harsh and kind of a problem for Beor. So I got the Angry Mob here. Since they were a difficulty 4, I was not going to paint them until later, so they're just primed and zenithal highlighted. But there's no way we can defeat these guys. And it looks like they're just going to be roaming the map now. And I find this extremely odd, because if I did this exploration again, if they were out roaming, my look through the rules basically says even though that one would be out roaming because I get to a new day and I roll the die, another one would spawn. And I don't have another Angry Mob card. So I don't know, this seems extremely unclear to me on how this particular, like if this particular guardian has any special rules or anything related to it. But we'll try it. So we need 3 combat cards. I mean, these guys do a ton of damage and stuff too, so that's why I'm saying it could be the end for Beor. Even though he's at 6, this is going to hurt. That would get us 1 and a dial, but then there's nothing to connect. This would get us 2. I mean, I feel like I just want to run away. A card and 3 to maybe 5. 16 just seems like a stretch, and I'm not drawing any cards or anything. Yeah. So we'll just, yeah, we got to pay the energy, and now it's going to hurt to light them in here also. So I paid the energy for us to escape. The opportunity attack here is we gain a terror and lose 2 health. That's unavoidable. And it's just going to stay out on the map. Because guardians, when you escape, do not go away. So Now the question is, do I want to become exhausted or not? So I'm going to inspect this min here again for free. That's on this spot. Just want to make sure I did that correctly. Visit the besieged temple. Verse 8. We attempted to we tried to reason with them because I didn't want to do the angry mob one because that one seemed like it was going to be hard. We rolled a die, and with having no rep and no empathy was very bad. Yeah. All right, so the min here is 2 energy. That would take me down to 0, and I would get wounded again. I'm going exhausted, and 2 magic. Or I wait and hope the guardian moves. There's 1 blank. If he doesn't move, then I'm really in trouble. So I think I'm going to end my day here and not go exhausted. I don't want to take another hit to my energy. So we'll rest, consume a food, or not hit to my energy, hit to my health. Reduce the terror. We restore to there. I'm not going to spend experience. There is no dream here. So we go to start of the day. Remove expired Menhirs and discard locations that are out of range. Reduce all time and Menhir dials. Remove time tokens. So we reduce this dial to 2. This Menhir to 5. Reveal the next event card. Heavy rainfall. Each travel costs 1 additional energy. And now move guardians. Come on, you need to get out of here. Oh. This is bad. This is bad. If the guardian stays in the same location and there are any characters present there, immediately start the encounter. Start the encounter. I'm not even going to draw cards because there's no way I can get the 16 damage or 16 cubes on this guy. Spend the energy to escape and take 2 damage, which is going to take my energy down. Gain a terror. All right, I really made the people outside of this shrine pretty angry. And now I'm in some serious trouble. Because lighting this Menhir I got to do it though. It's not going to get any better. If I move, that's still going to exhaust me and hurt me because of the heavy rainfall. There was like a rest option. Man, this is using up time. I'm going to explore once because I remember there being a rest option, and I'm hoping that's going to give me some health back. And I just hope that this angry mob moves. This could be a short playthrough. If there's no dial, if dial on this location expires... Okay, sit on a cliff and enjoy the views. Go to verse 9. You can see your home from here. The rolling clouds of pure weirdness look like they're about to swallow it whole. Each party member gains a terror. Thanks, game. That didn't do what I was hoping it was going to do. Okay, we'll never do that again. What would have this have done? Ignore the next enemy attack. Adding your practicality in the number. Okay, I gotta rest. I gotta end the day again. Consume a food to gain a health and lose a terror. Go up there. Don't have experience. I'm not going to spend experience. There was no dream here. Okay, start the next day. We reduce this to 4. And this to 1. This like bodes very, very poorly for Beor. I'm a thinking. Reveal the next event card. Violent thunderstorm. Lose a health each time you travel today. It's best to hide. Okay. The game does not want us to be healthy. And we got to deal with this guardian. South. Okay, that's fine because we're probably just going to be lighting them in here today. Then our food situation is getting a little dire again. All right, so that was Move Guardians. We've got our item card and stuff. Okay, we're going to do this min here. It was 2 energy and 2 food. That's not correct. Not 2 food. 2 magic. And now we'll just double check. 115. Two energy and 2 magic per player. Put a new min here model on this location. Set its dial to 8 minus 1 per player. I'm just going to leave this open because this time dial is going to tick down and we're going to need to do something. So 8 minus 1 per player is 7. And that's going to reveal 138. The Plagued Burrow. Draw a blue encounter when you enter this location, and it's the only thing there is an unfriendly settlement. And it does have a key to the right and a key north. But I'm down to where I would go exhausted and lose health again, but I need my health to start going up. So I'm going to have to end my day, I think. Going to Mirror Lake seems nice, but I need to make progress towards... Yeah, and I don't want to really move because if I travel, the violent thunderstorm is going to make me lose health. So let's end the day again. Another food for a health, and we lose a terror. My card's underneath here. I'm not spending experience points, and there's still no dream here. So we go to start of the day. So the first thing on start of the day is remove the expired Menhir and discard locations. Nothing is expired. Reduce all time and Menhir dials. Let's do the Menhir dials first. So 3 and 6. Then this one is going to be reduced down to 0. So if the dial on this location expires or if the location is discarded, remove this location card from the game and replace it with 125. So I'm not sure what happens to the quest token when this happens. I'm assuming it's gone because it has been taken off. So it looks very similar, except that the shrine, so if you take a look at over here on 115, on the new one, 125, it is burned down. So I'm going to assume, so that's out of the game. Yeah, remove that from the game. I'm pretty sure the quest token is going to be gone. And we are here. Reveal the next event card. It's another random event. Blood Moon. Each time you resolve a gray, green, or purple encounter, receive 1 additional unavoidable damage for each enemy attack. Well, that doesn't sound friendly. So we got one more random, no, we got 2 more random events. Why do we got so many random events? Did I end up with too many? 6 minus 1 per player. Should have been 5 random events. I think, did I draw too many? I drew 1 too many. All right, I'm gonna fix that now. I'm just gonna take the one on the bottom. Should only have been 5. We got 3 here, 2 more on top there. All right. All right, so we're in a pretty bad spot here, I think. At the start of a new day. Oh, let me move these guardian. Let me move this guardian. East. There's no. Oh no. I'm pretty sure it's going to come back and attack me again. Move it to the highest numbered connected location instead. Oh no. If it enters a location with a character, it immediately triggers it. So we rolled east, so it would want to go this way, but there's no card there. So it's going to go to 125 because it's the highest numbered, because this one's 107. Wow, this angry mob sucks. So we'll just I didn't get my energy at the end of the day. Yeah, that's the problem. All right, so it cost me an energy to escape, and it's going to do 2 damage to me from me escaping. Each time you resolve a green or purple encounter, receive 1 additional unavoidable damage for each enemy attack. I did not get to the enemy attack step of the combat sequence. I escaped in the character in the play cards or receive an opportunity attack. So I'm escaping before the enemy attack. Oh man, I really need to get away from this thing. I don't even know where I can get some magic to relight this min here, because now I'm really low on food. Remove the expired min. I'm at the part where I get to perform actions. But I basically can only do 1, or I'm going to take another damage. Plagued Burrow. I'm going to move everything down because I'm going to move. Try to get away from this angry mob. I need to get 2 cards away from it to give me like a cushion. So I'm going to spend this 1 energy to travel to the Plagued Burrow. I've gotten some extremely unlucky dice rolls, or I've probably been in a little bit better situation. So before I draw the encounter, I just want to not forget to draw um, 136. Brooch Croc. No idea how you say that. Search the brooches. Gain 1 wealth, draw a purple encounter. Thick-walled brooches spread over the horizon. Most are used to imprison men, but some contain older, ominous threats. Oh, that sounds like something I want to do. Yeah, and now I've got them all crooked. Okay, we got to draw a blue encounter because we went into this place. And what do we draw? Calm before the storm. Nothing happens. Place this card at the bottom of the blue encounter deck. Finally, something is going my way. I don't want to exhaust because of his wound, his festering wound. It'll take his health down. That's a really bad negative. So I guess we have to rest again. And now we're almost out of food. Our terror's okay. All right. Energy's only going to go to 4. Nothing to get with experience. So, at this dire place in the adventure, which is probably going to be over quick, I'm going to call this an episode. looking at the situation, I'm betting this playthrough is only going to go one more episode, so I'll probably have to start again. And maybe I'll play with Maggot since I have him. Is that Maggot? Yeah, I think I have Maggot painted. Okay, leave me any comments down below. It's gone extremely poorly this episode, but who knows? Maybe there's a way for us to pull it out. Okay, I'll see you in the next one. Hope you're enjoying.